is Excellent Scientist Award, International Brilliance Award, Indo International Icon Award, Best Scientist Award, Krishi Vigyan Gaurav, Best Poster Award by ISA PM, Young Scientist Award. List goes on. Sir, I would like to request you to please give some lightings to our participants. Thank you.
Thank you for introducing me. First of all, good afternoon to all of you who joined online here. I can see some of my seniors also from Kolkata joined. It's my pleasure to have the opportunity to discuss such an important topic, the prospects of animal welfare in veterinary science and its application in the assessment of dairy farms in India. I hope this session will provide valuable insight into how animal welfare can shape the future of dairy farming and veterinary practices in India. So let us explore the crucial role it plays in promoting both ethical treatment and farm productivity. So when we see the overview of the dairy industry in India, we have, you can say, dairy is the single largest agricultural commodity, contributing 5% of the national economy and directly employing more than 8 crore farmers. Mostly they are from small and marginal farmers. So India is progressing 6% annually, their growth rate in the dairy sector, and reaching an impressive 231 million metric tons in 2022 and 23. And we can proudly say we have the largest livestock owner with the total livestock population of 536.76 million. Actually, this remarkable increase underscored the dynamic nature of India's dairy sector, which supports a vast livestock population around 300 million bovines and 74 million goats. From them, we can get milk. But still, we have a lot of challenges which needs to be addressed properly, like productivity per animal is low, age of first calving day by day increases, fertility rate is day by day decreases, and incidents of diseases, indiscriminate breedings, and like so on. So when we see all leads to the lack of knowledge and lack of welfare in this aspect. So my topic today will discuss about the welfare. So when we see the challenges, especially in the context of welfare, will come on after that few slides. So what is this and how we can measure the assessment level of the dairy farms, we'll see. When we start, just we'll see some history. Let us see when this topic is started or is started in India. There is a famous pillar in Kolkata, that is a C Grand Pillar. It is already available is there. In 1860, annual welfare program means ethical treatment, and that started during that time in 1860, and that pillar is still there in Kolkata. So this is the first initiative pre-independence period. And after that, Rukmini Devi Arundel, he is the noted MP and member of Rajya Sabha that time during 1960. She is a noted dancer and choreographer, and Bharatanatyam. She is a mother of Bharatanatyam, I think, and also she is known as mother of modern India's animal protection. So during his chairmanship, the first PCA Act, that is known as Prevention of Cruelty to Animal Act 1960, was there, and in their chairmanship, Animal Welfare Board of India was established under PCA Act 1960. One more act, that is Wildlife Protection Act 1972. The main aim of this act to safeguard not only animals, all plants and animal species in the country to ensure environmental and ecological security. So let us understand what is welfare and when this concept arises. And Some of the confusion also arises. There are so many organizations working in India for effective implementation of animal welfare, and some organization advocating animal rights also. Some of them, like FIAPO in India, is a welfare organization in India working nicely. WSPA previously, now it is known as World Animal Protection (WAP). Previously, it is known as World Society for Protection of Animal (HSI), Human Society International. These are the international organization working in India and advocating animal welfare. And one more famous, that is PETA. Everybody know this name, and this is nothing but they are advocating animal rights concept. So when we see the difference between animal welfare and animal rights, so welfare is nothing but this is the scientific approach that focuses on improving the quality of life for animal in human control. What we are keeping the animals, we have to fulfill their needs. And animal rights is philosophical approach, ethical points of view, you can say. And this animal rights says we cannot use animal for any purpose. It may be entertainment, it may be labor, it may be food, it may be like experiments. But animal welfare says we can use animal welfare, but we have to provide their basic needs. So this is the basic difference we have in the animal welfare and animal rights. So as far as ranking is concerned, every year WSPA, that is WAP, release one rank. So according to this rank, India stand in the C category, means the right from A to G. This India stand for C. Actually, India's performance in 2020 Animal Protection Index was average. The scores suggest that the animal welfare laws in place in India are quite weak as compared to other nations, and that the insufficiency of the current legal framework is a significant reason for the increasing number of animal cruelty cases in the country. When we see some of more countries like France, Germany, and Poland, they are along with us, and some of the developed countries like UK, Austria, Switzerland, which is famous for dairy, they are in the B band. So this is the ranking, and this suggests that we have to do lot of work in India to improve this ranking. So let us understand what is animal welfare and what it say and what is their implications. Uh, if we see, if you are good for the cow, then cow is good for you. This is very famous when we see. If you do something better for cow, definitely you will get some reward from the cow side. Okay. So what we expect cow, because they are depend on me. So what we cow is expecting from us, we they have enough to eat and drink, sufficient fodder and sufficient water, enough space, and they are able to express their natural behavior, and no disease or fear. This is the expectation from cow from our sides, and this is animal welfare. And what we'll do, this will not only increase the productivity, because you'll see if you provide enough food and drink, no disease, definitely will get productivity will enhance, product quality will enhance, and the condition of animal definitely will get better. So let us understand by definition what scientists and other scientists say about animal welfare. So one famous definition given by Broom, that is a state of animal as it attempts to cope with the environment. What type of environment we are giving to the animal, whether it is resource based or it is input based. Otherwise, it is known as input based, and how they are cope with that environment, they will reflect in terms of their expression later on. So this is the welfare, and internationally recognized 5 freedoms and 4 principles are that will give overall concept of animal welfare, which is internationally recognized. And in India, still we are following 5 freedom principles. These are the principles like freedom from hunger and thirst, freedom from discomfort, freedom from pain, injury, or diseases, freedom to express normal behavior, and freedom from fear or distress. Recently, five domain concept also was there, where we have emphasized mental status of the animal. So this is the concept of animal welfare. Now we'll see what is the role of welfare on the product and the condition of the animal. As far as nutritional management is concerned, providing balanced, high quality feed and ensuring proper hydration can greatly improve the health and productivity of the livestock. Likewise, healthcare in regular veterinary checkup, vaccination, deworming, and prompt treatment of the disease can prevent not only the outbreak, we can ensure that animals are healthy and productive. Uh, Definitely, housing and environment is very important because creating comfortable, clean, and well ventilated housing conditions definitely help to reduce their stress and prevent injuries and illness. And breeding and genetic practices is concerned, improving breeding practices to select for traits that enhance growth, that productivity and resilience can lead to healthier and more productive livestock. Animal handling, definitely it should be there. Economic support and training, providing financial support and training for farmers on the best practices in animal husbandry and welfare can lead to better management, because till date farmers don't know what are the minimum standards, what we minimum housing standard, what are the minimum feeding standards we have to follow, because they are taking decision by their own. So we should educate farmers, not only farmers, some veterinarians that in graduate, undergraduate, postgraduate students also. And recently, research and innovation. There are so many research, not only in welfare, but sentience, cognitive studies. So many research areas are increasing day by day. So investing in research to develop new technologies and methods for improving livestock welfare can lead to not only in the advancement of feeding, but healthcare and housing also. And definitely we have some policies like PCA Act and Wildlife Protection Act 1960-72 already mentioned. But things is that we have to strictly follow, how people will strictly follow these laws. That is most important, because people don't know what is the importance. And some people, when see the roads and some of the big cities, you can find the animals roaming on the road. So we have to follow the PCA Act and legislation strictly. Then only we can improve the animals, not only the dairy animals, all type of animals. And there are several standards developed by different countries like UK, Japan, USA, Austria, Germany, Italy, and India. And all the methods which they have developed, either they have identified some traits like indicators of welfare. It may be animal based, it may be resource based. Accordingly, they have developed different uh, methodologies for assessment of welfare in a particular dairy farms. In India also, in 2013, NDRI developed a dairy animal welfare assessment scale in 2013. What this says assessment, what is the model and how we can assess? Simply we understand by this figure, in inputs, what are the environmental factors? It may be heat stress, it may be cold stress, and what are the management factors? It may be bad management, it may be good management. What are the things you are going to provide to the animals, and how that animal trying to cope with the stressors, that is reflect in their output, in the response part, whether they have developed some vices, whether they have developed some diseases, or whether they have some developed some abnormal like behavior already told. That is known as animal based measures. So there are different indicators, and so many indicators are developed, but it depends upon country and country, because some facilities like India and facilities of dairy in Australia we cannot match, but at least we can take suggestions from them. and take some examples from them, and we can develop accordingly different assessment models. So likewise, in India, we have developed the DA, dairy animal welfare scales. Actually, these scales, they have taken 20 indicators. Among them, we can classify them into two different parts, like inputs indicators, what environmental based measures, means what the inputs we have provided, like dimension, floor quality, cleanliness, and what outputs, mean these are the animal based indicators we have, the animal reflected. So these are the two types of indicators used for preparation of the AWA scale in India. And these 20 indicators we can divide into three components. These three components are component A, component B, and component C. In the component A part, the housing and other facilities are there, and weightage are given 30%. And in the component B part, that is feeds and fodder, the weightage they have given 30%. And in component C, that is based on that is output based indicators, they have given like 40% that weightage. So among animal housing and other facilities, we can score them, and we can assess when we visit any dairy farm. These are the what are the types of floor they have, and accordingly we can mark, like score like 2 marks. What are the type and height of roof? Suppose in India previously 8 feet and 12 feet height are there. Now it is more than 12 feet. People are using, so we'll get, definitely they will get good marks like that. What are the microclimatic protection measure they are using? They have mist cooling or not? Is any cooling devices they have using? So these are the things. And what are the space availability for feeding and watering? So is it adequate or not? Sometimes we can see in the small scale farmers, they are simply offering 2 or 3 times water to the cow. That is not sufficient. When we'll see their ethology, means ethogram, definitely one cow, they will get 5 to 6 times they will visit the water trough, and we are offering simply 2 times or 3 times water at a time, so we cannot fulfill their requirements. So we have to provide ad lib feeding of at least that dry or green fodders and that water. So this is very important. And in the feeds and feeding practices parts, in 30% weightage here, what is the availability of feeds and fodder? So it is not possible to feed the round the year the green fodders, but some of the improved dairy farms, when you visit in Haryana and Punjab, they have 12 month round the year clock fodder availability during Rabi season and the Kharif season also. So if some person, some dairy farmers offering 20 means 24 hour, and it means a 12 month a year the green fodder, definitely they will get good marks. So again, is the availability of feeds and fodder shortage prevention space? Is there any facility to that store the things, the feeds, and what are the feeding practices? Whether they are using TMR or not, or partial TMR, like that. Colostrum and feeding of milk to calves. Sometimes we'll see people's using colostrum after 1 or 2 hours. So from them we can advise them to just feed the colostrum within 1 hour, so that they will get enough passive immunity by the calf. And for the 40%, that is 40%, the weightage given, these are the 10 indicators. Actually, you can select more than 10 indicators, but accordingly, you can means assess more accurately. But here, when we visited the 50 dairy farms, and we have 10, just find 10 main indicators which directly or indirectly reflect their welfare status. Among them, like body condition scoring, which it reflect the nutrition status of the cow, like an average productivity, cow comfort, how much comfort we have given, how much cleanliness is there in the dairy farms, is there any hog injury? Suppose we are providing bad housing, definitely the cow will get hawk injury, what are the human animal interaction. If you treat the animals illegally, means ill treatment is there, definitely when any person approach that cow, they will distract from you. So this is the you can measure this interaction, like lameness scoring. If you are not properly feed, concentrate, if you are overfeeding due to acidosis will get lameness. If your bedding material is not good, definitely cow will get that lameness. Mastitis is most problematic, and this is mostly seen in some organized dairy farms. Reproductive efficiency, we can see. No, generally, we can see the status. What are the status of dairy farm? Suppose you will visit dairy farm, we can see how much cow in milk and how much in dry. If dry cow is more than that lactating cow, definitely their reproductive status is not good. That particular cow. So accordingly, you can score them. Like abnormal behavior, already told. If you'll give some stress, if you'll give some unnatural management practices providing, definitely the animal will show different type of vices in the form of abnormal behavior. So these are the components you can use to assess the level of welfare of particular dairy farms. And though no expertise in involved, everybody, if you know, every veterinarian can do, animal scientist can do this, and it's very easy to assess the welfare status of particular dairy farms. And suppose will get the marks less than 60 out of 100, you can rank them that particular farm is poor. And if you'll get 60 to 65% mark, that is you can say that is in average category. And if it is more than 65, it means more than 75, it is very good. But when you see the status of dairy farms in India, hardly you can find that's very good condition. Mostly we can get average or good condition, but in dairy farms. So second advantage of assessing the welfare status, we can have, suppose you will get this suppose you will get less marks in component A. So what we'll do, we can improve. We can see there is a chances of improvement in this part. If we'll get less marks in the component B, there is a chances of improvement in B part. And if we have less marks in component C, there is a chances of improvement. So accordingly, we can know which part is missing in particular dairy farm, and accordingly we can correct the measures. So this is the advantage of assessment of a particular dairy. And as far as importance of animal welfare in dairy farming is concerned, there are several benefits. Like definitely we can get good health and productivity. We'll get higher milk quality. We have economically it is better because we can address everything. So this is good from dairy part, for dairy farming point of view. And definitely we have several impact of poor welfare, like stress, negative economic implications on farmers, low productivity of the animals. So these are the importance we can have. And as far as veterinary science is concerned, animal welfare assessment, already we have told among five freedoms concept. One freedom was freedom from pain, injury, and diseases. So how we can free the animals from pain, injury, or diseases? So here the importance of veterinarian is very important for timely identification of the disease and their treatment. Their timely is very important. We can identify and immediate treat. If we'll do immediate treatment, they will get recovered early. And vaccination and health monitoring and emergency cares. As far as animal welfare education is concerned, recently IGNU started postgraduate diploma in animal welfare program, and now Tanuvas, Chennai, they have also started certificate course on that animal welfare. So anybody interested, you can enroll in IGNU and Tanuvas also, so they can better idea about this assessment and animal welfare. And as far as policy making or welfare standard is concerned, in India, standard code of practices for dairy farms already developed in 2015 by NDRI, and it is developed in the collaboration with WSPA, World Society for Protection of Animals, and you can download it from the internet also. So it is, but things is that we have to enforce the legislation or laws properly so that people will follow. And what are the challenges we have in implementing animal welfare in India? So there is limited knowledge and resources, and only two, I think, IGNU and Tanuvasi started, and now in veterinary curriculum in LPM, this part is also included. So veterinarians now are getting enough knowledge uh, to means for better understanding of the animal and for ethical treatment of the animal. And as far as cultural and societal barriers are there, not people will not left their traditional farming practices. But when we see the other country, definitely we have to create the awareness, and people will adopt the welfare so that they will get good quality of product and uh, animal health also. So these are the and now we have several prospects we have along with that. Government of India, they have initiated several initiative through Animal Welfare Board of India, and we can use some technology for monitoring, welfare monitoring. So this is the coming up the things we can use. Collaboration with international organizations. So many collaborations are there, like WSP, HSC, HSI already working in India. We can collaborate and we can work with them. And there are so many funds are also there. If anybody want to work on that, they can definitely get fund from there. So this is the parts. So in conclusion, we can say the welfare of dairy farms in India is definitely closely linked to the farm productivity, animal health, and milk quality. So if you ensure better living condition and health care, not only benefits the animals, but also we can enhance the overall farm performance. So this is, and now we can encourage the continuous assessment and improvement in animal welfare for ensuring sustainable dairy farmings. And we can also five domains model also to assess some more scales, standard code of practices, so that we can better idea about animal welfare. So this is the part from my side. If you have any questions, any doubt, you can ask.
Any questions? Any questions from participant side? Okay, sir. I think no questions from the participant side. Uh, so now it's my great pleasure. Sir, please check in your chat box also if there any question. Sir, your mic is off.
Now it is audible.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Dheeraj, please.
Uh, okay, sir. There is, I think, no any question.
Okay.
Uh, your presentation is self-explanatory, sir. You have really given enlightenments for regarding agriculture welfare and challenges in uh, ani- animal problems in animal husbandry. So you have also covered a very vast topic in very limited time, such as you have also explained the nutrition management, housing animal performance, their behavior. Also, you have given the scale how we can predict the performance of particular animal. So this is very important topic, and really it plays very important role in Indian economy.
Thank you.
So, sir, on behalf of organizers and our participants, I am thankful to you. Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Any questions?